Hey everybody, it's time for Can I Get a Witness? And today we're going to talk about who are you worshiping?
Yes, we are in Exodus 20, verses 4 through 6. You shall not make for yourself a carved image, any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them nor serve them. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing mercy to thousands, to those who love me and keep my commandments. And just below in my study Bible, it talks a little bit further, and I'm going to read that to you. It says, when God told his people to worship and believe in him, that wasn't so hard for them. He was just one more God to add to the list. But when he said, you shall have no other gods before me, that was difficult for the people to accept. But if they didn't learn that the God who led them out of Egypt was the only true God, they could not be his people, no matter how faithfully they kept the other 9 commandments. Thus, God made this his first commandment and emphasized it more than the others. Today, we can allow many things to become gods to us. Money, fame, work, or pleasure can become gods when we concentrate too much on them for personal identity, meaning, and security. No one sets out the intention of worshiping these things, but by the amount of time we devote to them, they can grow into gods that ultimately control our thoughts and energies. Letting God hold the central place in our lives keeps these things from turning into gods.
So we've talked before about being busy, but what's on the top of your list? I still remember from like when I played high school basketball, our coach would always say, what's your priority list? It's got to be God, family, school, basketball. That was how it was supposed to go. But no matter what it was, God was on top. Is it easy to stray from that? Sure could be, especially in the world that we live in now, where we look at different things to kind of be our savior, if you will, whether that is whoever is in government is going to be the savior. No, God is our savior. Jesus is our savior. And we have to start putting our attention on our walk with Christ and what's in that book right there.
Yeah, I love how it talks about just what we're spending our time on, and the more you spend your time on those things shows that that's where you're devoting your time and your energy and really pouring your soul into that. And so if it's an influencer, if it's a basketball player or whoever it is, if you're spending all of your time and effort to look like them, to be like them, to have what they have, where's God in that mix? Where is he still on top, or are you spending way more time here and that person's going to just gradually climb on top of where you should be with God?
And it can be easy to get wrapped up in that world. In the rodeo world, in the Western sports world right now, it's the end of the year. Now, is it a goofy year? Yeah, it's a crazy year. But there's still awards at the end of the year that everybody has worked hard for all year long. And there's people losing sleep over finals and awards and different things that are going on right now. But do not place them above, because God has control over this. And we're going through the same thing right now. But you just have to trust that God is going to take you exactly where you need to be. And he has got to be first in charge. It can't be Chiefs football on Sunday, go Chiefs. It's got to be what the Lord has in store for you and for your family.
Maybe church, then Chiefs.
Church, then Chiefs. I like that. So we hope that you guys have a good week. Remember who's number one. God needs to be number one. And then God will lead your family to great, great things. Thanks for joining us.